Abe Kanan Show.
Yes. Yes, welcome to the Abe Kanan Show. 888-STERN-101. One of the greatest stories. I just want to start the show off with something amazing, okay? There's a 77-year-old man named Tom Dotterer, okay? He owns a liquor store in Syracuse. Thomas, are you there?
I am.
Could you kind of just tell the story real quick about what happened to you at your liquor store?
An unfortunate incident happened at the liquor store, not unlike what happens routinely throughout the entire world daily. And it left a result that I have to deal with. And so it's a new challenge, it's a new opportunity, and so consequently, I'm going to try to make the best of it.
Just so I'm clear, and I think so everyone's clear, the liquor store was held up while you were working, and whoever held it up shot you in the eye?
An incident took place. I've given my solemn oath that I would not discuss matters relative to potential.
Okay, yeah, no, understood.
You were on the news, and you were talking about the story, and you said the worst thing that happened to you all week was The Rock beating CM Punk.
That's correct.
Yeah. And
I mean, for a guy
I've been a wrestling fan ever since my father brought me up to Gorgeous George in the late 40s and early 50s. And Punk is one of my favorites. He knows how to deal with adversity. He's outstanding in the various aspects of wrestling that draw attention and maintain attention and popularity to the sport. And I like wrestling. To me, it's athleticism, it's determination, it's skill. It's any number of positive things, and he does a masterful job at it. So, yeah, he's one I was rooting for. And if you're an athlete, you know that you lose some games and you win some games. You don't win them all, but you don't quit. And he magnificently demonstrates that. However, the script writers or however you want to call it, he's outstanding in his art, and I pulled for wrestlers over the years as I've coached the school that I've been blessed to be able to coach for the last 33 years, and I've always made mention and use of wrestlers to show that I wasn't so distant in years that I didn't appreciate youthful interest and such. So, yeah. The Punk was one of my men.
Thomas, it was so funny. The news story after such a horrible incident happened. This is what you said on the news.
That's the worst thing that happened to me all week. The Rock beat Punk. Did you know that?
He's sitting there with his face bandaged up.
Yeah.
I mean, the story goes on to say that you used to be a pessimist, but I was really inspired by the fact that you said every day is great. Every day is great because I have an opportunity to meet new individuals. I mean, the outlook is something that I think most people can only dream of having.
Well, listen, I appreciate your agreement with that sentiment, and I think it would tend to keep us all afloat rather than deep charge us. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to somehow or other maybe affect somebody in a positive fashion through this conversation.
Thomas, you've affected us so much that we have a surprise for you, okay?
What's that?
Right now on the phone is the best in the world, CM Punk, to talk to you, Thomas.
Well, if that is true, that is an honor. You never get so old that you don't enjoy Christmas presents, and just having or being momentarily in the same stratosphere as CM elevates me, and I'd like to thank him and his organization for all that they do for the handicapped children and the armed forces and all of the benefits that they put on. To me, they're doing an admirable job, and And tomorrow also could be better. So
it's quite a setup, Punk.
Yeah, Punk, welcome to the show.
I know. I mean, Tom, you gotta stop talking so I can put you over for a second.
Listen, somebody, I don't know who, because my memory was never good. I can excuse it with Alzheimer's, but they tell me that you're a very, very decent guy. One of my daughters works in Chicago, and whether or not it was her or not, but that there's a depth of goodness and decency and kindness in you, and I wish you all the best in the world.
Tom, you're absolutely ruining the gimmick. I'm a horrible human being. You're supposed to hate me, and then here you are. I think it's amazing, and your outlook is just like mine. Positive mental attitude. Every day above ground's a good day. It's for the fact that this horrible thing happened to you.
God bless you, okay?
And Punk, the greatest thing is that Thomas agrees with the rest of us that it was a tragedy that you lost to The Rock at the Rumble.
Terrible.
I don't even want to talk about wrestling. I just want to talk about like how awesome I think Tom is. You know what I mean? Like every day above ground's a good day. He looks at this horrible thing that happened to him as a new opportunity, which I can wrap my head around that, but I think there's a lot of people that can't, because it's easy to just feel sorry for yourself. But
I can only surmise and guess, being a follower of wrestling from the Ring of Honor and all the other TNAs and all that, and Southern wrestling over the years, Gorgeous George and that, I know what it does take to be considered among the very, very best in the trade over a lifetime of the sport, and you have risen to that level. So kudos to you, buddy.
No, kudos to you. I'm glad you're still around, so you can, spread the word of positive mental attitude to people, and, show everybody that, hey, no matter how bad of a day you think, there's somebody out there who has a worse day than you. You know what I mean? So, I know, listen, we're coming to Syracuse soon, so I'll get a hold of you somehow. I'll make sure you get the best seat you possibly can, unless you're working, of course, because I also think it's insane that you're 77 and you went back to work already after getting,
I'm not doing too much, but I hope to be. Listen, God bless you. Okay?
Thanks, Thomas.
Thank you, John.
Punk, we'll connect you and Thomas later when you guys are in Syracuse.
All right.
Word.
See ya.
Thanks, Punk.
No problem. Thank you.
Abe Kanan.
I do not know how or under what circumstances the four of you found each other.
The Abe Kanan Show on Howard 101.